Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. In the previous episode, I highly suggest you go watch it because it's potentially our last ever battle against the Edmonton Oilers in the Battle of Alberta as general manager of the Calgary Flames. I suggest you watch this entire playoff run because this is potentially finito. This might be it. I did state the last couple of episodes that if we get to the Stanley Cup Finals and win or lose, it's done. If we lose here in the Western Conference Finals, there may potentially be another season, a sped up season, because NHL 20 is right behind us. Or it's sneaking up on us very quickly. Okay? If you want to go ahead, see what happened in the last series, I highly suggest. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players that I could call to that were the MVP of that round. One of them being our starting goaltender, Demers. Before I talk about the Oilers and the playoff tree, I want to talk about him. I want to talk about how weird of a goalie he can be. Because he might be taking home some trophies this season. If I am not mistaken, I want to say he's had a bang-up season. A 913 is over average in this NHL game. 250 goals against is going to win you a Vezina and a William M. Jennings. In the postseason, he's a very weird goaltender. His first ever year, he comes in, gets a shutout in his very first game, helps us get to the Stanley Cup Finals. Doesn't really play as a starter until his third season in the NHL. 6-5-1. Not the best year. 8-0-1. Did we win a Stanley Cup that year? Yeah, these were back-to-back years. I want to say we used 2 goaltenders to both of these runs. No, I'm wrong. We used John Gibson, right, and then we split time between Demers and somebody else? I feel like I'm right. I want to say I'm right. Demers is a weird goalie. It might say he has a 911 save percentage and a 250 goals against, but last round is what we need from him. Before we talk about the Minnesota Wild, let's go ahead and talk about the playoff tree so far. It has been an interesting postseason. In the East, we'll start with the East, might as well. It's the dumpster Detroit Red Wings versus the Carolina Hurricanes. That should be a fun matchup. I feel that's actually a rematch of, I can't remember what year, Stanley Cup Finals? I want to say that happened late 90s, early 2000s. I want to say I'm right. Detroit beat Buffalo, Toronto. They could be on their way to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time in this franchise mode. For the first time since the Minnesota Wild franchise mode. Speaking of Minnesota, in the Minnesota Bowl in the first round, if you don't get that joke, come on. It's Dallas, Minnesota North Stars. Come on, guys, get it together. In 5 games. So they were just as ready for the second round, and you could argue Colorado might be the better dynamic team. Over the years, they have struggled because they lost guys like Kel McCarr, Gabriel Landeskog. We literally traded for him last season or the year before. We got New Hook. We've stolen a lot of players from them. And they were up 3-1 over Minnesota. I'm like, you know how perfect it would be if we went to the conference finals against them? But it almost feels more perfect that we're facing off against the team that was my last franchise mode. The Minnesota Wild, 47-30 and 5-7-1-2 in their last 10. And they did come back from 3-1 down against Colorado, so they are not afraid to go deep into the corners of the boards and beat you the hell up and force a Game 7 and somehow win. Why did I press that button, Owen? What's going on here, bud? I have no idea what Minnesota looks like, and somebody had to go ahead. Somebody went and flushed the toilet again. Why is there so much water in this house? Why am I the one that lives in the basement? I pressed edit lines again. Please! Just press view lines! Okay, we're good. I have no idea what Minnesota looks like. I couldn't name a player on their roster in this year, in 2030. I just don't know what they've done the last 10 years. Oh my. Okay, so it looks like they've done some work from their current regime. God, Bill Guerin, their general manager, is just an idiot. Some of the moves he made at the draft are just mind-boggling. One of them being was trading Luke Kunin to the Nashville Predators. You could debate, Luke Kunin, he's not the best offensive player. He is also 22 years of age, and you should never do that because it's always going to come back to bite you. Let's talk about their first line. A brittle. One of the best players in the NHL today, Jonathan Huberdeau. Has been a very consistent player. Not the 90-point seasons you were hoping from him, but he's played on some crappy Florida teams. 82 points, never really getting to the pinnacle of where his potential is at. But I guess having guys like Connor Bedard and Kirill Kaprizov on your side are they're going to help you out a bit. Bedard was the 2023 first overall pick, and Kirill Kaprizov was a first-round pick of Minnesota in 2015, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I keep saying that. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Go with your gut, Owen. But I feel like if I'm wrong, somebody's going to call me out. Whatever. This guy's clutch, especially in my Minnesota Wild franchise mode. He doesn't have Anthony Francis. He doesn't have Petrangelo. He doesn't have all the good players we had. He does have Connor Bedard, though. And I'm sure they're a dynamic duo. Maybe a trio. You never know. How about the postseason so far? 10 points for Bedard. Kirill Kaprizov is not scoring goals, and that scares me. You know why? Because creative players tend to score more goals. So I have a bad feeling. He's going to score all the goals he needs to score in this round. Second line does not get any easier for us. Matthew Phillips, former Calgary Flame, Luke Kunin, and Ty Ronning. I believe Ty Ronning is also a former Calgary Flame in this franchise mode. Yep. 4 seasons ago was a fourth line right winger for us for 2 seasons. Was actually really, really good for us. Putting up over 20 points both seasons is strange for a fourth liner, I feel. Especially on a team that's rolled 3 lines. He's definitely grown since he's left Calgary. Good for him. I wish we weren't playing former Flames. Third line, Troy Terry, Pierce Ross, and Ryan Donato. Another dumb trade Minnesota made. Oh my God, what are they doing? For Bonino? Was it Bonino they traded Donato for? I want to say no. No, they traded Kunin to Nashville and Nick Bonino. What are you doing, Minnesota? They're a clown show, an actual clown show. That's a really good third line. They have a lot of depth here. They have their 2 superstars and a lot of depth to surround them. Dylan Peterson, Nikolai Hudobin, and it's Goldobin. I don't know why I said Hudobin. And Rudolf Peterman. That's a really solid forward core up and down the lineup. And defensively, they have their big 3 guys. Mikhail Sergachev, Victor Soderstrom, and Tobias Bjornfoot. That is a great top 3. Bottom 3 isn't the best. John Klingberg, 37 years of age, making $7 million. You'll love to see it. Has been on the block, I feel, for the last 10 years of this franchise mode. Ever since year number 1, Dallas is like, yeah, let's put our second best defenseman on the block. Yeah, let's do it. For the entire franchise mode. Now he's here in Minnesota, trying to win a Stanley Cup. His first year in Minnesota, he beats his former team in the first round. He's a journeyman. Bottom pairing, nothing special, but they could lock it down with those top 3. They're going to roll them big minutes, but it always comes down to goaltending. Their starting goaltender is Carter Hart. It's always coming back to goaltending. He has not been good. really good since his first season in Columbus when they gave 3 first-round draft picks to the Philadelphia Flyers, and then he didn't win over 30 games until he made it to Minnesota. That's not good. Ooh, but he could be a factor in this series if he plays at his overall, which is rare for goalies in NHL 20. Scratch players, Jujar Kari, and Korea. I don't know what I'm doing. Aiden Dudas. Okay, why is no lines a thing? Why is that a thing? Okay, this is a really good team. They could for sure win the Stanley Cup. They could beat us in 4. Depends how they play here in Game 1. I think this is going to set the tone for the entire series. If it's going to be a barn burner the entire way through, it's going to be a low-scoring affair. I have no idea what's going to happen. I want to win a Stanley Cup. God damn it. I want one. I won't feel satisfied until we win one. Ludwig Pearson. Michkov. Michkov, did I see you the entire last round? Did you score a goal last round? Don't worry, Connor McDavid didn't score one either. Poor Edmonton. Poor Edmonton. Don't worry, he's not used to scoring postseason goals anyways because Edmonton never gets them there. Sorry, I don't mean to roast Edmonton. I love the Oilers. They're probably top 5 favorite team in the NHL. I would say that. Okay, shots are relatively even, but you know what matters? Scoring goals. We're up by 2. Heading into the second. Next goal's important. Power play Minnesota. We kill it off. Make it 3-0. The best fourth liner in the league. Volkov. Uh-oh. Demers, you've had a great round. Michkov is going to bail you out there getting back to 2-goal lead. Ew, that's rough. Make it a 3-goal lead. Welcome back. Michkov and Ludwig Pearson again. You love to see it. Yep. Okay, that was a tense 3, 4, 5 minutes of hockey. Until we scored that Michkov goal, things were looking iffy, and I felt like they were going to come back. They could still come back from a 3-goal deficit. Depends. EA voodoo is 100% real. You can't deny it. You can't. EA voodoo is real, unlike Santa Claus, okay? Third period, here we go. It's on you, Demers. Putting it on you. You've blown 3-goal leads before. Gonna allow early one in third period. Uh-oh. If you allow another one quickly, we're over. I don't like this. I don't trust this. 2-goal game. It's tight. It is a lot tighter than it looks like. 5-3, and we are going to pick up the Game 1 victory, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Michkov with 3 whole points. That's huge. Start off the series right with a big victory. Michael Lamb, was he hurt? No, he must have just been. It must have just been a minor injury that really didn't affect him. Good. Love him to death. Love him, Lamb. Love him. Okay, Game 1. It was weird. It was very tense. We didn't need that. It might just be one of those series where offenses are. We both have superstars. They have a really good depth. So if somehow guys like Newhook, Michkov, O'Reilly go quiet, we're screwed because you know their depth players are going to pick up goals here or there, and they're going to win games. So let's see if our offense continues at the pace that it's currently at. Game 2, first period. I'd like a goal. Come on, get a lead, boys. Early. I need an early lead. Halfway through the period, doubling them up in shots. Power play Minnesota. We kill it off. Nice penalty kill, boys. Can we get one late before the end of the first period? No, we cannot. Okay, that is one of our first scoreless periods in a long time. I can't remember. Have we had a first period go 0-0 in this playoffs? I want to say no. Almost tripling them in shots. Carter Hart has been solid here in this one so far, but that could all change in 2 or 3 minutes. Power play Minnesota. You're going to give them too many opportunities in a game like this. They're going to capitalize. Peterson, their fourth liner, scores on the power play, making it 1-0. Nothing. And what did I say? Their guys are going to get chippy. They're going to score goals. They came back from a 3-1 deficit against Colorado. Nathan McKinnon's Colorado Avalanche. Demers is having a good game. He is going to have to be rock solid here. If he can hold it at 1-0, there is no excuse for our offense to go out here and put up less than 4 goals a game. No excuse. Boys, let's go. 1-1, our third liner, Jan Baranaka. There you go. 2-1, Tristan O'Reilly the beauty. 2-1, come on, make it 3-1. Power play. Halfway through the period. Oh, make it 3-1, Calgary. Alexander Newhook, the 2-goal lead. There you go. I tried to snap and I really hurt my thumb. Ow, 4-1, Michkov with an empty netter. What did I just say? This team is very... It worked out exactly how I said. Demers, make sure you hold on to that one goal range. Keep it 1-0. Because the boys are going to put up 4 in regulation. That's exactly what the doctor ordered in game number 2. Demers, I don't want to give you any credit. Because it's voodoo, and if I do say something good about you, which I just technically kind of did, you're going to turn on your head. But weird game 1 for Demers, and a really solid, phenomenal performance in game 2. We head to the XL Energy Center here in the state of hockey. Let's see how this one's going to go. A chance to make it 3-0. Back-to-back series that could happen. I would personally very much appreciate that. They're going to score an early goal. Power play marker for Connor Bedard. It was only a matter of time until guys like that got on the board. I'm surprised I haven't seen the more this year's power play in the first period for us. They kill it off. Already at double-digit shots for both teams. Yeah, we can't leave our goal scoring to the third period because Minnesota is bound to have a 4-goal period here or there. It's going to happen. It is only a matter of time. There is no way they're going to play this 1-goal hockey the entire series. That is not going to happen. Demers isn't that good. Second period, offense got to step up. Just like that. Our best offensive player over the last 3 seasons gets it done. Lamb on the board. Michkov, there you go, boys. 4 goals in regulation, getting it done. Yes! 5-1. Tristan O'Reilly could get a hattie here. 5-1. What is this? Another 1-period, 4+ goal performance? Third period, I ain't saying nothing. Almost at 30 shots on the evening. 5 goals. A 3-goal lead now. Kaprizov and Bedard, the only 2 Minnesota Wild on the board here in the first 50 minutes of hockey. Okay, 3-goal lead with 8 minutes left. Easy peasy lemon Fabrizi. The Minnesota Wild will now be down 3-0 in the Western Conference Finals for what am I saying? Back-to-back series. We are up 3-0 with a chance to sweep. Oh, I want to sweep, baby. I want to sweep the Minnesota Wild and head to the Stanley Cup Finals. I mean, if we head to the Stanley Cup Finals and lose in terrible fashion, there might not be another Calgary episode, so this could be our last conference finals episode. Okay, game for a chance to sweep. No need to extend the series by a few days. No need. Don't do it. Head back to Calgary, take your plane, because who wants to be in Minnesota? No offense, Minnesota. I'm sure you're a great place. I've never been to the States, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Power play Minnesota. Killing it off. Okay, this is weird. Another first period with a low goal total. Okay, now maybe we can get a repeat of what happened last game. Demers, great hockey. You're going to have to keep it like that. I'm willing it into existence, guys. I'm willing it. Power of positivity, baby. The goal scores. This is where you got to put up 2 or 3. Put them away. I don't want to head back to Calgary for a game 5. No. 1-0 Ludwig Pearson on the power play on Carter Hart. Make it 2. Newhook 2-0 on 20 shots. Halfway through this game, we are up big time. There you go! Lamb with a clutch goal there. Michkov, that's 4 in regulation again. It's over. Cut it. Book it. We're heading to the Stanley Cup Finals. I know we're 20 minutes away. This could go seriously wrong, and I'll eat pants if I do, okay? Sound good? Close it out, Calgary. I want a Stanley Cup Finals matchup. I want it bad. Power play Minnesota killing that off. The Calgary Flames are half a period away from yet another Stanley Cup Finals appearance. Appearance. I don't know what I'm doing. It was supposed to be dramatic. Troy Terry with a late one. Ludwig Pearson with an empty mitter at the 62nd, or the last 60-second mark, or 1 minute, or whatever you want to call it. The Calgary Flames complete a back-to-back sweep over teams that I thought would put up more of a fight, which means we're going to face the worst team in the Stanley Cup Finals, and they're going to play us like they're the Tampa Bay Lightning. Okay? 13 games is all that it took to get us to the Stanley Cup Finals. We have only lost 1 game. One singular game. That is it. Let's talk about the Calgary Flames here. I'm going to call on a few guys. Newhook, a goal a game. This kid cannot be... He's 29 now. He can't be stopped. Michkov, 8 goals, 16 assists. Good for 24 points. What in the blue? It's unfathomable the amount of points they're putting up right now. Unfathomable. That is such a hard word. Unfathomable. Why is that difficult? Unfathomable. No, there's no N in that word. Unfathomable. Unfathomable. No! You know what? You know what I mean. Ludwig Pearson. It felt like Ludwig Pearson was the guy to either tie the game or take the lead for us in what seemed every game. 3 game winners for the man. Out of our top 4 scores, 1 plus 3, that's 4, plus 2, that's 6. 7 game winners combined from our top 4 scores. They're getting it done. Frolov, quietly, one of our more impressive players, Skylar Stalbett's not putting up the biggest numbers, but he doesn't have to. If our top guys are scoring, he doesn't always need to. But I'm asking him to step up. Jan Barr, not doing too bad. Hunkering down that third line. Lamb has been so good. The 2 goals he scored there in that series set the tone. Gave us a hefty lead. That's exactly what we needed from a third liner. Pavel Buchnevich has been actually pretty solid for us. Rudzika, Volkov, and Brandon Coe have gotten better as we have progressed. We need that fourth line to be solid. Cale Makar, plus 20, 2 points above a point per game for a defenseman in the postseason. We are putting up points galore. Rook, phenomenal. Kudrock, really good. Lundqvist, plus 12. Really, Noah Dobson not putting up the most points, but he's been solid. Vickers has also been really good. Let's talk about Demers. I don't want to give him credit because I know the moment we head to the Stanley Cup Finals, we're gonna look at the team and be like, yeah, they're not the best on paper, and they're gonna play us like they're gods. I know how this game works. They're setting me up for failure. 915 and a 236 goals against average. You could say he's been our MVP. And no, Newhook's been so good. There's so many guys you could choose who have been really good for us. Any one of them would be a good nominee for the Conn Smythe Trophy. But we are only 4 wins away from our 3rd Stanley Cup as general manager in 10 years. The Dumpster Fire Detroit Red Wings are up 3-2 over the Carolina Hurricanes. Are the memes going to be realized? Yes, they are. For the first time in the series, we are going to be playing the Detroit Red Wings in the finals. Now, let me end this episode on a really positive note. I'm not sure what our subscribers are at by the time this video is up. I'm not sure when this video is going out necessarily. But you guys have been absolutely phenomenal. You're the only thing getting me through this really stressful time. All your support, all your positivity really makes staying up until 3 o'clock in the morning worth it every single day. I wouldn't trade it for the absolute world. Or there was no reason to add absolute. I'm so tired. I am exhausted from the week that I have, but I'm glad that I can just come here, judge-free zone for the most part. You guys know who you are. You're the best in the world. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share this with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.